Hello, Panthers. Welcome to Sips and Skills, a bi-weekly coffee talk about soft skill development in the workplace. My name is Abby Straczynski, and I manage student and young alumni programming for the UWM Alumni Association. Every other week, I am joined by a fabulous Panther alum to talk a little bit about their career and the role that soft skills have played in their lives, both personally and professionally. Today, I am joined by Nicole Green Powley, a 2016 graduate of both the Lubar School of Business and the Peck School of the Arts. And Nicole is the program manager at the Lubar Entrepreneurship Center here at UWM. When Nicole isn't at UWM, you can find her roller skating or sailing around Milwaukee. Today, Nicole and I will be discussing the importance of staying creative and innovative in both her role at the LEC and in her life and career development in general. So welcome, Nicole.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. So obviously, because this is our alumni coffee talk, what are you sipping on this morning?
Whatever Collectivo put in my cup.
You just let them choose?
Yeah. I just say, give me coffee, and then this is what happens.
Perfect. At Collectivo, you can't ever go wrong. They're not gonna give you the wrong coffee. So
no.
Excellent. Well, tell the Panther family a little bit about what you've been doing since you graduated, and specifically how creativity plays a role in your work.
Thank you. Yeah, so I was hired on at the Lubar Entrepreneurship Center before it had a name. It technically came out of the Research Foundation, and where they help people commercialize their technologies and help with patents. And so the work there grew into that this was becoming a center. The director, Brian Thompson, brought me on board, and ever since then, it's been lightning speed. Fast forward a couple of years, we now have a building on Kenwood and Maryland. The space is beautiful two-story building that allows for students to create together, brainstorm together, have business meetings. So it's very cool. And my role specifically is to work with students and help them with their startups and bring entrepreneurial mindset into their everyday educational career. So creativity plays a huge role in that, because sometimes you have to get really creative on how to bring entrepreneurship into nursing or architecture. But it really comes down to how to help some of our students become good leaders and how to help equip them to be a change maker.
Awesome. And in your life, how did you become creative? Or was it just something that you were born with, or are there tangible steps that you've taken to really hone your creativity as a skill?
Well, I would like to think we're all born creative. So I'm going to argue that. And but I have to say, I do come from a very creative family. For example, our Christmas cards are on point every year. So I'll make sure I get you on our next Christmas card list.
Excellent.
But I've always been interested and excited about the arts. So at UWM, I was a graphic design major, so that really helped with flourishing creativity. And then as I continued into business school, I like to use that skill in my classes. But since then, I've also read Creative Confidence, which I highly recommend to young people, well, anyone really. It is a very good book about how to hone in on your creativity and how to be confident about it. And besides that, I just surround myself with things that make me happy and give me joy. And I think because of that, it helps kind of inspire me every day.
Wonderful. Can you speak a little bit to the connection of creativity and business, and like the role that creativity plays in? I don't know if people always think of entrepreneurial thinking as a creative endeavor. Can you just speak briefly to the connection of those two ideas?
Sure. I think a lot of it has to come down to empathy. I think empathy is the common denominator here. Entrepreneurship is really about solving a problem. understanding somebody's problem or their issue and creating a solution for them that's going to be most successful. So sometimes that requires a lot of creativity because it's not always obvious,
Yeah.
and it can't always be the most tangible thing, you know, like the first thing you're going to think of.
Right.
So I believe that creativity has a really strong connection there, just inherently because entrepreneurship requires it.
Awesome. That's fantastic. So one final question, looking back at your time studying at UWM, so dig deep into your memory. Obviously you were a student in the Peck School of the Arts, but overall, what role did creativity play in your experience studying here as a student?
Because of my interest with the arts and business, I became very involved in kind of these hybrid programs at UWM. So I actually was part of the Startup Challenge, which is now a program that I help manage at the Lubar Entrepreneurship Center, where I brought an app idea through that program, which was born out of a design, my senior thesis. So creativity had a huge role in my undergrad and graduate degree. And also I met the best friends, like the most amazing people, because I was in this like hybrid role of art and business. So I'll leave it at that.
Fantastic. And then finally, if students or young people watching this video want to get in touch with you, if they want to learn more about what you do at the Lubar Entrepreneurship Center, how can they find you?
Yeah, they can go to our website at uwm.edu/innovate. Another option is if you just go to the contact form on that website and type a response in there, it goes to my email. So I will see it and I will automatically respond to you.
Wonderful. Nicole, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me about your experience with creativity and entrepreneurship and innovation. Thank you, viewers, for joining us today. In 2 weeks, come back. I will have another conversation with an awesome alum about another soft skill. You can find these videos on our social media. They're on LinkedIn and Instagram. You can also find them at our website, alumni.uwm.edu/SIPSandSkills. Like or comment on the video on LinkedIn or on Instagram for a chance to win a gift card to both. I'll be pulling out drawings for Stone Creek Coffee and Colectivo. So head on over to social media and like these videos or comment on these videos for a chance to win. So thank you again, Nicole, and everyone have a great day and go Panthers.